I'm talking to Calvin Simon, former member of the 70s hit band Parliament Funkadelic. So Calvin, you've left us at this point where you're reading this book by Oral Roberts that is starting to blow your mind, change it a little bit. You're entering into this world where you're thinking more about God. But it takes a heart surgery that really changes you drastically.
That was, the book itself was the beginning. And because, I was a little skeptical about it, but I said, okay, I'm going to put it to the test. So there were certain things in the book that they asked you to do, and which I did. Then it was later on when I had the heart attack, and it was really bad because it was 1:30 in the morning, the 11th of October, and I started having a heart attack. Wow. And my wife was in Israel at the time. So I prayed to God. I said, Father, I gotta go to the hospital. And I said, and they said, you better go now. That's what I'm hearing. And then I realized, I said, well, if that's the case, you gotta help me get dressed. I drove myself to the hospital while I was
having a heart attack. Wow.
And they said it's like an elephant stepping on your chest. It's true. But I knew I couldn't wait 45 minutes for EMS to get there because of my training in Vietnam and my knowledge of having a heart attack. I knew the best thing for me to do was to get to the hospital immediately, although I wouldn't recommend anyone else to do it. I mean, you're not supposed to. But I got to the hospital just in time. And when I got there, they were aware of my procedures and my health. And then they put me in the emergency room, and they flew a medical helicopter in to fly me from Windsor to Mississauga to the Trillium Center. And I was one of the first ones to have what they call a beating heart surgery, where they operate on your heart without actually taking it out.
How did that change your relationship with God or help your relationship with God?
It changed it because I had promised him that when my career was done, that I would spend the rest of my days serving him. Wow. But then I extended my career a little bit longer than what I should have. So that was his way of letting me know, okay. And I remember when the helicopter was descending, I remember saying, Father, if you help me through this one, I'll spend the rest of my days serving you. And he did. I mean, he's brought me through so many things.
Well, this is it. You battled cancer in 2004. Your wife, 44 years, diagnosed with cancer and passed away in 2013.
Well, I had to be there for her.
What is that like? You suffering through PTSD? All of these different things that happened in your life. You went from being at the top of stardom to now all of a sudden struggling health-wise and nursing your dying wife.
Yeah.
How was your faith challenged through all of that? Or was it?
It was challenged.
Yeah.
But you know what? I never questioned him.
Why?
Because I accepted what was coming my way. And the reason I did that is because years ago, when this guy was born, I didn't have anything to do with that. You see, this is me, and here he is. And he knows what he put there. But it's up to me to make the right decisions as I travel this journey, trying to get to him. Big decision. And that's what's so pleasing to me today, is I know who I am, I know who he is, and I understand the relationship that we have. And I can guarantee you there is not a more comfortable feeling that any man walking this earth can have than what I have right now. And there's not a drug that can do it. Whiskey won't do it. Money won't do it. Women won't do it. But he can do it.
And you know that because you tried all of that stuff.
You better believe it.
You stepped away from music for a long time.
14 years.
And then God gave you some new music, and you have this new album called It's Not Too Late. Tell us about that process.
Okay, this was after thyroid cancer and all of that, but this CD came to me in a dream. The dream concept was the bluest sky that I've ever seen in my life. There was gold bars coming from the sky all the way down to the earth. There was rays of sunshine coming down through the gold bars. There was a white robe, which I could telepathically, I thought it was Jesus. I could tell it was Jesus. No hands, no feet, no face. He was standing next to a gray robe. No hands, no face, no feet. And he was standing waiting for this gray robe, this entity, whoever it was, to turn to him. And in the meantime, I'm waking up. I said, wait a minute, I can't wake up. I got to go back in. It's like you're swimming. You want to go back into the dream, because I wanted to shake this person and tell him, hey, Jesus is standing right there beside you. Turn to him. And I think that's where it all came. The line that came was, it's not too late. No, don't hesitate. It's not too late to ask Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior. And from that, the CD, lyric by note, was born.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Calvin, for your time.
My pleasure.
Wow, what an amazing story and an amazing life.
Yeah, that's a little bit of it.
Thank you again. Stay with us. We'll be right back.